into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started. This ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been if he's only taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you were asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
What I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to win.
Looking to throw on second down. Clayton, that one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass. And you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive. Because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against that. A screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense. You're excited about hitting him in the first half? Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go.
This is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
Let's go. 10 logo.
Check 53. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, we saw him trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. There's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, the creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
That's
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Clayton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Hey, let's go.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
You can't block me.
Hey, Echo.
Deuce. Check 52.
Fair.
24. Check 24.
Let's go.
Now Tomlinson on first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
West.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, that's complete. It's Collins.
I got you, boy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Hey, Stu.
Buccaneer first down.
Check curls, check curls. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Gone.
Check safety, check safety.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
57's
Smooth.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go, here we go.
Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 8-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Get it.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift, watch the shift. Check, 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 check.
Big grip.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
90 Wolf.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
No, off.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's what I'm talking
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. It's so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know the quarterbacks that I know?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
Now.
On first down.
We ain't doing nothing today.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
First and goal.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go again.
Hey, lock it.
Tighten up. Check. Lucky. Out.
Let's go.
Tomlinson.
Check nine.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
We touchdown in your
A
city.
great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup here. It'll be second down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On second down, Tomlinson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tight end to the right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Tomlinson, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Eddie Jackson with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He sets to fire deep. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. In the first half, that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to continue with second and 13 after the first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's now third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Fire!
Again, right side. Wyatt. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Ready?
Mike 57. Time to go, night. Hey, we got tight left. Hey, we are.
Hey, orbit.
4 down. 57. Mike 57. All day, just like that. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. On the ball.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Jack
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
57.
Hey,
The last catch nearly got it. And they'll try to convert
Here we go,
on third and inches. That was third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is 26 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take it in. They'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
offense.
take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So we've reached the intermission, and what right now? And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. spinning away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. On first down, Tomlinson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 24.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's get it.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
Yo,
Gain
Trip
of
is
4.
here, baby.
The
They're
tackle
trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that
60
defense
outlaw.
stand up and stop them.
Hey. Check.
6'6", bullet high.
Shift. Mike one. I got one.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the
go.
playbook, but
60
oh so
or.
effective. Nice completion there.
Protein
Keeps
spell.
the sticks moving.
Watch safety creep.
Hard.
Check 22.
Lead dribble.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Tough running there. That's a
Go,
hard
go.
run for you.
18
Those
games.
are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
You got
the
tape.
40-yard line.
Squeeze.
Check 31.
Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys,
57.
hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up.
X3.
They don't always have to
218,
absorb
jump.
the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out
Whip.
themselves.
Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check hot route. Hot. Shift. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Complete to number 82.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
D-line, get that quarterback. Bang.
Look at me. Door.
He's coming.
Snap.
Watch the edge.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the
On the
scoreboard.
double.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
22 jet bomber.
Get your swerve on. Watch twist.
Bam.
Twist.
Let go.
Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson.
Alert
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 30 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As I watch that play
70
unfold,
Indy.
stereotypes are being
Travel.
broken left and right. As a quarterback, you're often back there running against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play in a tackle?
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Mike one. Watch the curl.
Ready.
On 3rd and 2. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Set, ready,
This
8,
quarterback
read.
now 13
right
of 15
Watch
passing.
top
That's good for
top
87%. It's
Six
first and
guys.
10.
Check 6 guys.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Ready, ready.
Yeah, last week he
And
finished
two
70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way. Quarterback on his back. Usually pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
Ready,
As
set.
the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The
Go.
Broncos onto the
50,
field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see
Big
what
rip,
they can do.
big rip.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them. Try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Clayton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah. Way to get behind them pass and run.
But for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time he spent working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A gain of only
You got the
a
big
yard.
lead defensively,
It's 4th down.
willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that
We
time.
play to win. Let's go.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist.
Gone, gone.
Slam, slam.
Now.
On first down, Tomlinson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take it right there. They just want to keep falling forward. They want to put the onus on the big dogs up front in order to bring this one home.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Pass. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam.
Let go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Go.
This
60 out
quarterback
now.
now perfect since the second half started.
Rock it,
7-7. It's 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn
And
up.
he'll have a
Kill,
gain
kill,
of 3
kill,
to
turn
the
up.
33.
Number 24.
Not much happening there on first down.
But they're running a whole a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly. It didn't close too fast.
Brings up second and
Don't get
7.
nervous now.
At
We
the
ain't
Broncos'
beginning to turn you
33-yard
out.
line.
6-6, pull it high.
Hatchet. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He can't hang.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Get it.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Hey, stand up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Mike 57.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Lock it.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. It's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it into it? Blitz coming, and down it goes. He is racking the sacks up. Tried 5 last week, now 2 here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Got it.
51 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
From the gun, Clayton. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
Let's go, boys.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Man up, D. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size,
Ready.
this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Buccaneers.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Here we go. Tight end left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Safe.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here we go, Here we go, When's the mic?
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Clayton in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Clayton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball. It's now 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starter.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.